So I began the video saying it backwards. Um, what I meant to say was, as far as Donnie Darko is screaming that it's December 16th, rising on the 18th, is that I wanted to see if Donnie Darko, and another thing when I just started watching it that I didn't really make clear, Donnie Darko Wikipedia, the 113 in the minutes, that's 113 coded or 11-3 coded. One World Trade Tower opened on 11-3, and it's 11-3 minutes, or 113 minutes. It's also March 11th, which is when it all began. This is our cipher, in my opinion. When I first learned that, when I first knew for sure Trump was the Antichrist from watching an AI video by an AI site called Angel White, an angel, Ghost in the Machine, fallen angels in the technology, White, rider on the white horse, all about the deadly wound. I had in my DVR the Donnie Darko movie from, I used to get videos mailed to me, discs from Netflix. They just ended their mail order in September. But I had started the movie and just stopped it because I thought it was dumb, stupid, weird, didn't understand it. And when I realized Trump was the future Antichrist, I literally turned to my right, like I'm doing right now, looking at on top of the console and the TV and where the DVD player is. And I said, Donnie Darko is about Donald Trump. Donald. And then it's Darko for darkened right eye, just like the Dark Knight. And I think at the beginning I thought it stood for Donnie Darkness, just I didn't, quite bring it all the way around to darkened right eye yet from Zechariah 11:17. But what I wanted to, I was eating and I thought there's a premiere date and then the release date. So they gave us two dates, the January 19th, which is 119 for Donald, or Don means boss. It came out in 2001 for 2001: A Space Odyssey, and the year the twin Trumps fell. Then the wide release was October 26th, which is, 126 coded. So that could be January 26th. Also, any 126 combination. Or 12/6, which is December 6th, which we just passed. So we kind of missed that date. But something enormous did happen to me personally on that date. Something extremely unique. But the Donnie Darko, I thought to myself while I was eating, since there's two release dates, what if one of them gives you 86 days and 2 days later you get 68 days from the other release date? And sure enough, we do. And that's the part I kind of got backwards and messed up on the previous video. But let me bring it back up again. There it is. So on the 16th, on this coming Saturday, when he's at T-Mobile for UFC 296, it's 8086 days from the release date of Donnie Darko. And 2 days later, on the third day, the reversal of 86 is 68, and you get 8368 2 days later from the other release date. So I think that's our cipher, and it will occur every 100 days. Now, the next time that it occurs after this coming weekend is that full moon lunar eclipse of March 25th, 2024. And the 68 is on 3/27, then it would be March 27th. The unique thing about the rising day, or the 68 day of the 3/27, is Daniel Craig. And by the way, Jaden Daniels for the book of Daniel just won the Heisman, like Stormy Daniels. It's all about your end times, the book of Daniel. Book of Daniel is your Old Testament version of Revelation. So when I do my Bible studies at TS Daily Bible Studies, I go back and forth between Revelation and Daniel as I'm going through the New Testament. Well, Day of the Dead, Spectre opens up, so he's dead, but you see the movie begins, the dead are alive, and he then appears with his mask on in front of his room 327. So I think we have to really look big time at this 327 rising day. You'll have your X across America, total solar, just days later. You see, that would be 4 plus 8, 12 days later. After he rises, you have the X across America. 12's number for the church. That would then put the abomination of desolation exactly when we thought it would be. On the Donnie Darko Ring of Fire solar eclipse. Donnie Darko, I say Donnie Darko again because the Ring of Fire solar eclipse is October 2nd, which was known as the Donnie Darko date. So it seems like Donnie Darko has just tied us into everything. And that means he goes down in March, at the end of March. So you have all of April, all of May, all of June, all of July, all of August. 5 months to kill 2 billion people. And then the 6th month, September, everything starts getting put back together to where the world can see the abomination of desolation on video, TV. And at that point, the whole earth is supernatural when he does appear as if he's risen from the dead. Of course, a deadly wound to his right eye. And from Zechariah 11:17. Saturday Night Live just gave us that. It's my thumbnail. Adam Driver. They sit here and give you the right eye wound from Zechariah 11:17. Woe to the idle shepherd. The sword shall be upon his arm and upon his right eye. His right eye shall be utterly darkened, and his arm shall be clean dried up. Utterly darkened. The Raiders have the utterly darkened right eye. They got the right eye completely darkened with what you would call an eye patch. They played the Jets, which hit the Twin Trumps, or what also killed Donnie Darko. A jet engine fell in his bedroom on October 2nd, 1988, according to the movie that came out in 2001. So the right eye, and of course, the Heidi Bowl was on 11/17 for Zechariah 11/17, and it was the right eye utterly darkened Raiders playing the Jets. And they just played again this year. And the score between the Raiders and the Jets They don't play every year because they're not in the same. They're both in the AFC conference, but uh, they're in different divisions. So they don't play each other each year. They played each other this year, and the score was 12-16 for the date 12-16, which does fit our Donnie Darko 86 on the 16th and then 68 on the 18th. But if that's when it is, then I think the Abomination of Desolation will be when the X Across America total solar eclipse takes place on 4/8. I don't think the Four Horses last that long. I don't think World War III lasts that long. Could be wrong. Could go down in December and all the way through the Ring of Fire, October 2nd. All they have to do is kill 1 out of 4 people. They can do that very quickly, especially through this coming winter. That's why I would think it would happen now, because you can kill a lot of people uh, with freezing them out. But anyway, it's very interesting. But I think we now have the cipher. So every 100 days, we're going to get that 86-68 combination from Donnie Darko's premiere date and wide release date. And so we'll keep our right eye on it, won't we? All right, love you. Telling Truth 3 is back up and running, by the way.